How's it going, guys? Cody, guys, back again, dropping another video. Right, guys, you can see from the title of this video, this vlog is going to be on going to hospital from the police station, i.e. under arrest, and also going to hospital from prison. I've got experience of both, guys, so I'll take you back, right? So I was in a police station somewhere being arrested. For those that don't know, when you are arrested in normal circumstances, the police have got 24 hours to question you, and then either no further action you, bail you pending further inquiries, or charge you and then either refuse your bail or give you bail, right? So as soon as you're in the police station, this clock's ticking. I had really bad chest pains, right? And I was in a really bad way. I couldn't breathe. And I got on my buzzer and I said to the sergeant, I said, look, let me see the nurse. I need to go to the Aussie. So anyway, I saw the nurse. The nurse had sent him to the hospital. Whilst you're in custody, right, if you think that by kicking off and going to the hospital is going to run down your clock, your 24-hour clock, right, it doesn't. If you leave that police station, your time stops. And then only when you return back to the police station, then they unpause it, guys, right? So it's a myth that you can get to the hospital, kick off, go to the Aussie, say you've taken an overdose, whatever, go to the Aussie and that's going to run your time down. It doesn't. Let me tell you straight. So anyway, I went to Oldham Royal Hospital. I was cuffed up. There was 4 police officers with me, big lumps. I kicked off. I refused to be seen. I was taken back to the police station. I ended up getting bail, and then I got NFA down the line, right? That was that, right? Whilst I was in prison, whilst I was in Strange's prison on remand alongside Dominic Noonan on all witness intimidation, we'd been let out for the first time in 23 hours, 22 hours to go on to the yard, right, for exercise, yeah? So I was housed up on a 2s, yeah, on the induction wing, yeah? So I've come out of my pad, and as I'm walking down the stairs, yeah, I've had a problem with my knee, right? And I've had my knee reconstructed, right? I've got a dead person's bone and tendon in there. As I've walked down the stairs, my knee's just thrown itself out, right? It was like a partial dislocation or something. It was absolutely incredibly painful. I've got a very strong pain threshold, but I was in absolute agony, right? So I had to limp back to my pad. The screw then locked me behind my door, went and got a nurse. The nurse came. Anyone that's been in jail will know what I'm going to say now. What do they give you when you're in pain in prison? Paracetamol. I'm a big fucking lad. I was in absolute agony. I had tears in my eyes, and he's trying to offer me paracetamol. Right? I was kicking off royal. I said, "You fucking prick." I said, "Get it." I said, "Get up to the fucking Oscar One being the duty governor, and tell him I need to go to the hospital. Now get me an ambulance or take me there." Right? I was fuming. Right? Don't normally have an attitude like that, guys, but I was in a lot of pain. And this fucking nurse trying to give me fucking, "Oh, I'll give you a paracetamol." I'm like, "Listen, mate, sort your fucking head out, right, and get me to the Aussie." Anyway, obviously, it was my first time in prison. It's Strange Ways is classed as a Cat A prison, but it's actually a multi-category prison that houses 40 Cat A prisoners. So it is, for all intents and purposes, a maximum security prison, or it's a secure prison, simple as that, right? Very secure. So anyway, I ended up having to hop downstairs. They put me in a wheelchair. They took me to the medical wing. Then they put me in front of a TV thing where I was on like a Skype call with a doctor, right, which was fucking useless. He then said, I recommend that he goes to hospital. So then I was wheeled back to my wing. I had to hobble back up my stairs, go back into my cell, and waited about another 3 hours, right, before Oscar One. Because when you've got to leave that prison, guys, right, they've got a security risk you and stuff. Same with any prison, but they've got to look at the risk and stuff, right? I was nobody. I still am nobody. But they wanted to check and stuff like that. They've got to run security assessments and risks and stuff of escape and stuff like that. So anyway, eventually they came and popped me cell. There was I think it was like 6 screws, and they took me down to reception. I was then put into, they checked me out and stuff like that. I was cuffed to myself, like proper tightly cuffed in old like shackles, right? Then I was handcuffed to another prison officer on a short like a cord, like a chain, right? Then so I went to the thing, yeah, I checked out at reception. I was then loaded into this white transit van with black windows with bars on the inside. They come out of the prison, they took a left, they went up to North Manchester General Hospital. We get to the hospital. We pull up at the side of where the ambulances pull up, right? And like I say, I'm in this transit van. I'm tall. I've got to keep my legs straight, right? I'm a big lad, right? While being cuffed to myself and obviously cuffed to this screw, right? as I'm trying to get out of the van, they've had to like make a little archway around the side of the van. I ended up falling into them. Right, I nearly not. It's a good job it was big lads, otherwise I would have knocked them over. Fell into them from the side because I fell sideways out of the van because my leg. I was trying to keep my leg straight and stuff. So I fell sideways onto them. I can't tell you guys, right? I don't get embarrassed, you get me? But fucking hell, I was taken, right? So I'm cuffed up, I'm cuffed up, right? I'm in my own clothes and everything, but I'm cuffed up. I'm fucking cuffed to these fucking screw, and I've got the driver and a 5-man escort, right? Which, that's not because I'm dangerous or anything. That's just because it's the prison, and like I say, I'm a big lad, and they just do it from that prison. If you go to a Cat B, it was a 2-man escort. This one, I had 5 plus the driver, so 6. They've walked me into reception, right? Everyone sat round, guys. You've got to imagine, right, the situation. Everyone sat round waiting to be seen and everything. I come in, cuffed up. People are taking pictures on the quiet, like fucking sneaky little fucking camera shots and everything. Right? We get to the reception bit, right? She's like, so I said, she said, and she's looking at me, and it's quite obvious I'm a prisoner. And I said to her, I said, listen, babe. I said, I'm not in prison or anything. I said, no. I said, this is my love of this. I said, we're a bit kinky, aren't we? A bit of role play. Prison officer sort of thing. And he likes me to be because I'm the naughty one. He wants me to be the prisoner, doesn't he? Right? And I said, and these lot as well, they join in. I said, we're all lovers, I'm not going to lie to you. Mate, the fucking room was in stitches, right? The coppers were like, no, we're not. I said, Dad, listen, I said, he's a bit shy like that. I was winking like that. I said, look, he don't like people knowing our business. I said, it's quite embarrassing. I said, he's lost the keys to the handcuffs and stuff, right? People are taking pictures and stuff, right? And do you know what? So we've checked in, yeah. And do you know what they did? They sat me down, yeah. I thought I was going to go in some little side room, me. They sat me down in the waiting room, like a fucking dick. I'm sat there, people like this, like, you can see them like on the phone, but when someone's fucking phone comes up like this, you know they're taking a picture. I swear to God, man, I was like that, putting my shackles up me and my fucking cuffs, trying to give them the full prison experience, you get me? Anyway, eventually, after about, I'd say half an hour, they went and put me in a side room. I then had I saw a doctor, and then they didn't x-ray me or fuck all, right, which I didn't understand one bit. And then, like I said, they just give me some painkillers. They tried to give me them in my possession, codeine and stuff like that. I would have needed them personally, but if I would have taken them back to the wings, as soon as he gave them me, I tried to put them in my pocket, but the screw grabbed them. He said, no, he said, we have them. I was fucking fuming, right, because I could have sold them on the wing, you get me? Right, so anyway, so that was that. We then walked back through. I had to walk past all these people again, which was fucking embarrassing. I told the doctors the same story. I said, there's nothing wrong with me, mate. I said, look, we're lovers. I said, we've had it. I said, honestly, he's lost the key again. He's a fucking bellend. I said, I think he wants to make a public show. And then when we get here, he's acting all shy and stuff. I said, he's asked for this. And I said, I'm the naughty one. I said, so that's all it is. He likes to be in charge. He's the dominant one. Like, giving it all the big one here. Right, so that was that. Eventually, they give me an appointment as well in my possession, yeah, an appointment, right, and I could see the time and the date. Now, that's a security risk because then obviously that gives me the ability to get a mobile phone or go on a visit and say to my loved one or whoever was visiting me at the time, look, I'm going to hospital on this time at this date. I'll be leaving them prison gates, spring me, right? But like I said, I was on remand and stuff like that. The screw ended up taking the medication off me and the medical slip. And then he just said, because obviously I knew now the date, they'd have to change the date with the hospital and stuff. So anyway, so we've gone back out. The driver's got in. The screws have they bundled me into the back of the van. And then we've gone back to the prison. I've checked back in. It's probably like 10 o'clock at night now. It was really fucking late. Anyway, they put me... I was walking back up. I was cuffed up. They uncuffed me, but they kept the escort. So the screws chained to me, that was taken off. They all walked me, and I had a fucking dog behind me as well. A dog handler and his dog walking me back. I was back inside the jail now. I checked in back at reception. I was walking back to the wing. Well, I say walking, I was fucking hobbling. And then the dickhead with the dog, right? I was limping like fuck. My leg's killing me, you get me? They put me in like a little knee brace thing, yeah? I'm walking up to the fucking thing. This dickhead with the dog's nearly sniffing my ass, mate, right? I can't tell you. I was turning around and said, listen, get that dog away from me, you little prick. I said, I can't even walk here, you muppet. Because the dogs, obviously, the dogs are trained to attack, aren't they? It would have took a chunk out of my ass, right? And they've seen the size of my ass. It still would have been bigger than most. right? So anyway, they get me onto the wing and stuff. They take me back up onto the twos. They give me some cold fucking scran. They bang me back in my cell, and that was the end of it, guys. It was a hell of an experience. Funny when I got to because like I say, people say I'm not the most charismatic in these videos and stuff because I'm trying to speak serious, you get me? But like when I was at the Aussie, like I said, I was just like a class clown. I thought, you know what, I'm not walking in here and all these little dickheads looking down the nose at me. If I'd say from an arsehole, I'd fucking fart. So I've gone in there and I'm saying, listen, we're lovers, he lost the key, fucking, he's a dominant one, I'm the naughty one and stuff. I said, these lot like to watch and stuff with the cocks out. I don't give a shit, I just said it how it was. And I said it loud enough so the room fucking heard. It was absolutely rammed. Imagine what, you know what it's fucking like. Right, well, the A&E thing was rammed, mate, mentally rammed, yeah, proper, full on. People stood up and everything, right? And there's me rocking in my fucking, in my trackies, man, and me fucking cuffed to myself. I can't tell you, the cuffs were like literally, I was like that to myself, right? And I've got quite broad shoulders, so when you cuff like that, it's horrible. And they're old prison shackles, like Victorian prison shackles. And then on my wrist again, I've got a fucking cuff to the fucking screw. Then they put me in this little side room, and then, like I said, the screws were safe with me. They got me a drink and everything like that. They got me like a bottle of Coke, 2 bottles of Coke, and then he took me back, and it was a nice little, got me out of the jail, got to see some other people that weren't in jail, which was nice. But then when I got out of prison, I ended up going to the local Aussie, right? I went to the local Aussie, and I was there for, I'd had an allergic reaction to tramadol. Again, painkillers for my knee. This time it was tramadol. My throat was seizing up and I had an allergic reaction to the meds. And I was fucking worried. And I get to the reception and she said, where'd you live? So I told them I'd just moved. So I told her my address, right? And she's like, sorry, that's not what we've got. And I was like, what? I said, that's my address. I said, you must have me mixed with someone else. So she said, well, give me your date of birth again. Give me your name and give me your address. So gone through. Nope. I said, and then I had a queue full of fucking people behind me, and I said, it's not Strangeways, is it? She went, yeah. So they had me down as Strangeways because obviously I went to Strangeways. The last time my last address when I was last in hospital was obviously Strangeways for my knee and stuff. I ended up going back on another time, which was pretty much the same incident, cuffed up and stuff. I think they did an X-ray and an MRI on my knee again. I was cuffed up with a chain and stuff. I had to hang my arm off the wall and do it that way, guys. But mad state of events. But it was funny. I enjoyed it. But I'm just giving you guys what happens, how it works and stuff like that. You're not allowed to know the appointment, time and date because, like I say, it would be a breach of security. You could get sprung out. And yeah, it was just how it goes that way. Right, guys, going to leave this video here, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Speak to you all soon, guys. Put your comments in the comment section below. Cody out.